Well, very common one is people saying use it or lose it. And there's truth in that. But it's this, the idea that, in fact, I'll give you an example. One husband of one of my clients some time ago said to me, well, I don't think there can be much wrong with her because she can still beat me at Sudoku. And, and she was still able to do Sudoku for a long, long time, quite happily. But that just means that her brain had practiced doing Sudoku so much that she was really good at Sudoku. It didn't mean that she was developing her brain and exercising her brain. So I think one of the myths is this idea that if you do lots of crosswords, you're never going to get dementia. I think that's one of the ideas I might have debunked.
Yeah, and actually that was one of the things that I remembered reading, because it was one of the things that I've heard. I've heard that for as long as I can remember, and I've got a brother-in-law that does the Sudoku, and he's like, well, I'm just making sure that I'm exercising the brain as well as the body.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. I'm not suggesting it's a bad thing to do those things.
Yeah.
But if you do lots of crosswords, it will just make you better at doing crosswords. What you really need to do is new things to stretch your mind, stretch your brain. So it's a bit different.
Okay, well, but that's a great point. So what I hear you saying is that do different things. I read somewhere where someone had said, if you never learn how to play a musical instrument, learn how to play a musical instrument, because it's an area that you haven't exercised in your brain. Yeah. And that kind of made sense to me. Would you agree?
I think that's a really good example, actually. We can't all learn to play a musical instrument, but right. It's a very good example, because learning to play an instrument means that you use a different area of the brain, as he says, that has been lying neglected, really. But you can also do something like learn another language. You can make the effort to read books you wouldn't normally choose to read, to watch programs you wouldn't normally choose to watch, or films, to go to places you wouldn't choose to go. Just stretching your mind. I use the word stretching because the term is brain plasticity, literally expanding and stretching your mind. And I think we can all do things like that. And it's hard to do. As you get older, you don't want to do new things. You want to go to the same grocery store. You want to stop at the same filling station. You don't choose to do new things. So I think that's a really worthwhile thing to think about.
If you like this clip and you want to watch another, click here. If you want to watch the whole episode, click here.